All right, everybody, Monday workout. Let's go over this. So what we have today, beginning of the week, we have back squats. So last week was week 3. We were working on that 10-8-6 wave that we kind of talked about for the last 3 weeks, right? So what we have today is lower reps. So we're gonna go back squats today with 8-6-4, 8-6-4. Okay, so what that means is we're looking at a little bit more room to put a little bit more weight on that barbell, since we're going down to the highest rep is 8 for this week, and then our lowest one's going to be 4. So that gives us the ability to add more weight than that 10-8-6, right? And kind of push that little bit of threshold into 8-6-4, allowing us to get as heavy as possible with that heavy set of 4. So keep that in mind. You'll see this during the week. So what I want you guys to think about as you're loading, these are the working sets, 8-6-4. I know a lot of you guys like to take the first set of 8 and make that your warm set. What I want is I still want that to be obviously your warm set, but at the same time, I want you approaching the barbell as your first set, which that means should be on the heavier side, right? Not super light. It shouldn't be a first warm-up barbell, super light. So it should still be a working set. So that first 8-6 is going to be heavier than that second 8-6-4. Okay, or sorry, 8-6-4. So keep that in mind as you're going through. Okay, so a couple pointers here. When we're going through that, we're obviously getting a little bit heavier. So a couple things that I want to talk about is the chest, right? A lot of people, once they get a little bit of load in there, what happens is their chest starts to go down. So what I want you to think about, I want you to get into a good position where you're allowing your hips to have room to drop in between your feet, in between your hips, so your upper body stays upright. So as you're going down, coming back up. That torso angle doesn't change, right? If you're one of these guys that comes here and does this, okay, I want you to focus on something on the wall so you can keep that chest up. So 8-6-4, I'm gonna show you a couple reps, okay? Get a nice good rack. We're going to come off the rack here. I'm going to keep my chest up. I'm going to keep my elbows underneath the bar. I'm not going to keep them behind. Pushes my head forward, right? So I'm going to keep them right underneath the bar. I'm going to use my arms as I come up to push up as well, not just my legs. So down, up. Nice good speed through an entire set of 8. Okay, so nice good squats. Racking and keeping that good, nice speed and that good form all the way through. If you get to the 8-4 and your form is compromised, then we got to look at bringing that weight down. So 8-6-4, 8-6-4. Okay, building up to a heavy, moderately heavy set of 4 for that workout. Okay. The workout of the day is every 2 minutes for 4 rounds. Okay. So every 2 minutes, you're going to have 2 minutes to complete 20 up downs. And the remainder of that time, we are going to do max effort front squats. Okay. The key thing here is through 4 sets, the weight increases. So we're going to start light through the first set. We're going to be able to get a certain amount of reps, move heavier, and then our 4th set is going to be the heaviest for that day. Okay. So as we're looking at this, okay, we're looking to move fast through the up downs. Go a couple options, right? You want to move fairly fast and not spend too much time on those, right? If you have to go off a box to make that a little bit faster because you're an athlete that getting on and off the floor is a little bit harder, please grab a box, make it a little bit easier for you, okay? So we want to move through those 20 to give us plenty of time to get as many reps as possible of those front squats, okay? Especially in that first wave, it's going to be the lightest barbell. 4th set's going to be the heaviest, okay? So what we're looking at is we want to hit 15 to 20 reps the first round with the light barbell. Second set, we're looking at about 12 to 15 reps in that front squat. 3rd set, we're looking at about 10 to 12. And then on the last, the heaviest barbell, you should be able to get 8 to 10, okay? The goal is to try and pick a weight that's going to be unbroken. That way you're holding in that front rack position the entire time and just grinding out, okay, nice and smooth those front squats, okay? So kind of keep that in mind as we go along. Obviously, we'll talk a little bit more in class about that workout, okay? So, front squat. So, let's go back to the up down. The up downs are going to be over the barbell, okay? So I forgot to mention that. So you're going to set up your barbell. You're going to go up, down, jump to the other side, up, down, jump to the other side. Completely space that out. But keep that in mind. It adds a little bit more dynamic. Jumping over the barbell, so it adds a little bit more time. So we still have to be fast on this to get as many reps as possible, okay? Let's talk about the front squat. Because when it comes to front squat, it is coming off the floor, right? So we're gonna clean it. We're gonna get into a front squat position, which is gonna be elbows slightly higher than we would when we do a push press, right? Or a push jerk. So we wanna get into that front rack position so it's nice and steady up on our shoulders. Nice, good front squat, breathe at the top. Nice front squat, breathe at the top. So nice, good, repetitive front squat with good form. That's gonna allow us to breathe at the very top of the rep, squeeze down into our squat, come back up, take another rest, right? So you wanna be smooth and consistent with that. So kind of keep that in mind as you're going along. Where should you put your hands? How far up your elbow should be, right? So the bar stays on your shoulder. So a lot of factors today, but looks like a fun one. We're increasing the load. We're working on squats still. So should be a fun day. So I'll see you Monday.